Libra 23, a rooster. The rooster crows, the first to announce a new day. And each new day can bring with it, potentially, surprise, wonder, a new adventure. Every day has that possibility. And every day is new. And the rooster is a symbol of crowing. In other words, waking people up. Now, of course, it's also associated with bombast, conceit, overblown self-disclosure. And so we have to consider why we would want to win potential social disapproval by being bombastic, by shouting our case loud and first. Why would we do that? And the thing is that when you are first, and sometimes each of us is first in some way, you want to announce a new consciousness. You've seen something that other people haven't seen. And in a sense, you have a duty to announce it if it's important enough to you, let alone more generally. And I think the times that we're in need to be announced. Most people in the world now are focusing on the negative aspects of COVID-19. And it's really clear that the world has become darker. And yet, it's always darkest before dawn. And there is coming. I feel really very clear about this, and I have a lot of faith. I can feel it. There is coming the dawning of a new consciousness. And those of you who can feel it too will want to tell others. You want to announce this. And there's no proof. We have to say, well, we know. I know it's coming. I can feel it. I have the faith that it's coming. That's how I know. And so many people will say, well, who are you to proclaim this? And the rooster is saying, it's my job. I'm a rooster. So the potential inelegance of this expression of energy, which often, most often, wins resistance, negative feedback from our cultural group. When there are times like this, we have to risk that is worthwhile, that the social disapproval that we will pay, that's the price we will pay for proclaiming, it's worth it. And it's quite possible that if the fervour with which we announce this is pure from the heart, if we can really passionately say, look, this is what I know, that may be enough to overcome the solid, stubborn unconsciousness of the sleeping masses. I guess I spent my life waiting for the Messiah or some leader to announce that it was all okay, really, that this dark period is necessary for there to be light. And yeah, I can accept that, certainly, that's pretty obvious. And yet, I've been looking around for whom to follow. Where is this champion? And I looked at David Attenborough, and I looked at Greta Thunberg, and so on. And maybe this is my champion, maybe he, maybe she. And yet, really, why not us? Why not me? Why not you? Why don't we just announce what we know to the people that we talk to? And why don't we talk to a few more people? Why don't we tell the world that actually, look, the dawn's coming. Be of good faith. Just put up with this temporary inconvenience, which might be extremely inconvenient indeed, but it is certainly temporary. We know this. Everything is temporary. And every darkness is followed by light. Every night is followed by dawn. It's the way of life. Every time it's sunny, it'll be followed by rain, and then there'll be sun again. That's how it always is. This is certainly looking like the end game for humanity's current way of being. But is it really the end of our species? It seems unlikely. It does seem like we're just going through a rebirth, just yet another dawn. And there have been others throughout history. This is just one of them. It's a serious time. It's a big event. And yet, these statements that we're making, this is simply the darkness before the dawn, that kind of statement. This is enough to rescue some people, maybe lots of people, from despondency and disappointment and depression and anxiety and fear and these things that add to the problem. They must be rescued. And they have to be given at least a straw to grasp. Because it's not the straw that rescues them, it's the grasping. And if you can offer someone in your community a straw to grasp at, this is a very valuable gift. So announce the dawning of a new age, a real improvement in consciousness, a widespread awakening of awareness of light amongst the common folk, amongst us, and of all of our friends and all of the strangers that we meet. Let them know that at least some of us are confident that these are good times in the making. To achieve any outcome, whatever, we need to partner up with someone, perhaps a group. We need to gain allegiance, give allegiance. We need to form groups associated on the level of shared belief. That's the only way things can ever change significantly. And the allegiance that we need won't be given to us unless we claim attention. And that's what the rooster does more than anything else. It claims attention. And basically it's saying two things. There is a new dawn, we've discussed that, but the other one is, I am. I am a rooster. My job is to announce. That's also being said here by the cocking behavior of the rooster. This cockiness is disapproved of by society generally because society generally is understated. Individuals don't make their case, don't claim their claim in the world. And therefore they're a little bit disappointed if somebody else does that successfully where they have failed or not had the courage to try. I live in Ireland and there's a condition here, we could call it, or a social attitude, and it's called begrudgery. And it's generally understood that the Irish, and I don't know whether it's true or not, it's just a rumour, they don't like other people being successful. They begrudge them their success. I don't think it's particularly Irish. I think that anyone who claims the foresight of what's coming will be begrudged that faith. So we will come across resistance when we speak out, of course. Expect it. Guard against the attack that might follow. That's part of the process here. And yet, if we have personal authenticity, if what we're saying is really true for us, if we mean it, and if we live by it, and if we will live and die by this, if it's that profound a passion within us, then I think that feeling of disapproval, of envy, of begrudging us the confidence that we have, I think that will be overwhelmed. I think our authenticity, our truth, is a more powerful energy than somebody else's shadowy side. I think so. Anyway, that's what we have to try. And what we're saying really is, like, if you can feel that the new dawn is coming, then speak it out. If that's your truth, then you have to be true to it. And when you are true to yourself, you will find that people that are okay with that, are okay with you being who you are, they'll stay in your life. and they'll support you, and that number will grow. And those people that really don't want you to be who you are, they'll somehow drift on. They'll leave your life somehow. You'll be left only with a group of people around you who recognize the truth of your being. And that means that you can recognize the truth of your being on an even deeper level. So, crow a little. Announce who you are and what you know.